Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today talking to this tall, slim, busy looking man who was sleeping. He's watching us silently. Hey there, can I ask you some questions? Hey, well go ahead and ask, we'll see if I want to answer or not. So how's life? It's the same old questions. Oh, it's okay. Lost a buddy some time ago. You went into Krasnoznameni, you know, to score some babes. Said he'll spend the night at some old hag's gas station on the way to the city. Nobody's seen him since. I don't think I've seen him either. Maybe I should look for him? Nah, it's his fault for taking such a crooked route to the city. If he is indeed lost, so be it. Also, I owed him some money, so yeah, don't bother. That's why I said that life was good. At the beginning, he didn't say good, he said it's okay, but still. Yeah, like I said, nothing's more important than good friends. Like I always said, yeah. Can I ask you some questions? Tell me about this place. It's our base. We're holed up for good, just like in some fancy castle. Nobody can jump us by surprise. Not from any side. I would disagree. Well, maybe I wouldn't actually, because they are, at least not surprise attack. But they do have their leader on the almost outskirts of this place. But yeah, I got your point. What are you busy with? Business as usual. He was sleeping, by the way. I go to meetings with other groups. I rob the merchants, I loot abandoned homes, and that's not all of it. Jobs just keep coming on. Or, just keep on coming, sorry. Yep, quite the set of activities. Rumors? Nothing to tell. I'm not one to trust rumors. Okay, well, change my mind. I'll see you later, I guess. Maybe. I don't think it's gonna be very important. There is somebody else sleeping over there. He's going to bed pretty soon. Interesting. That guy just mumbles, doesn't actually talk to me. That's interesting. Let's continue. Somebody's saying that they must eat. There's somebody over there who is getting up. They have a hat. Oh, hi, excuse me. There it is. Before you stands a muscular man with a buzz cut, wearing a dusty t-shirt. Sure. On his wide, naked shoulder, there's a simple yet impressive tattoo. The word Mama, encircled by a bleeding arrow-pierced heart. His pouty face doesn't show any interest towards you. His meaty eyebrows almost connect when he deducts you're about to speak with him. He connects his eyebrows. Okay. Hey there, can I ask you some questions? What? Are you here to interview me about my criminal record? Yep, I was part of such a deal once, back before the war, when I served time in prison. One day to send over some students who were learning to the profession of prison guards. So they interviewed us on random stuff. Gawked at us too. I felt like I was a rock star, or an animal at the zoo. Anyway, what did you want from me again? As somebody who has performed live in as a guitar player, it's really, really not what I imagine being an animal at the zoo is like. Really, really, really not. At all. It's like you're there. It doesn't feel like it. I mean, maybe from the outside. Anyway, how's life? I'd say I'm living like a hungry lost dog, but I don't want to compare myself with some mutt. Man's best friend, yeah, right. More like the best friend of any stranger that would feed it. Yeah, I don't want no comparison with those filthy things. So I'll say I'm living like a wolf. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, how's life? And he immediately talks about how he hates dogs. This guy is the man that hates dogs. Also has a buzz cut under his dust cap or whatever that is. Also, are those words? Maybe, I don't know. What about this place? On cold nights, it seems like even feral animals have better lairs. But all in all, it's an okay place. There was a factory here once, as you can see. But the guys fortified it and made it livable. Also, it's great for surveillance. We can see all the surrounding lands from here. Okay. What are you busy with? What else can an honest man do in the den of thieves? So you acknowledge it's a den of thieves, and you said you were once part of shady business? Interesting. I guard, I patrol. If someone finds a good place to loot, I take part in the expedition. When it's time to get the taxes from a nearby village, I do that too. They're lazy people when it comes to paying taxes. Good thing my fists quicken their pace. One broken nose at a time. Interesting. So tell me some rumors. I was quite the rumor monger some time ago. 10 years ago, to be precise. Whoa, that's very specific. I was literally obsessing over hearsay on a particular topic I asked everyone about, but nobody could tell me any rumors about it, because it concerned a place that was considered far away even before the war, and is now considered unreachable. But one day, me and the boys, we got ourselves a merchant from distant lands. He had a portable safe traveling with him, and he didn't want to open it. So the boys sent me to help him remember the combination. But when I got to him, I started asking him about my thing instead. Tell me, I said, is there a city called Trudozavodsk near Khabarovsk? Did it survive the war? Is it safe? That merchant said nothing at first. I asked him again, like I did to thousands of others, but he wasn't like them, because he finally gave me an answer after whimpering and crying for a bit. Okay, what did he say? There's no more Trudozavodsk, he said. This city only lives in local legends. I traveled near the place it once occupied with the Guangzhou caravan, and I didn't see a single building left. It's a barren plain now, a place of ashes and sun-bleached rocks. That's how he answered, you know. I should have felt happy about it. Finally, my rumor hunt was over, but instead of getting all sentimental, I strangled him and sank his fucking lockbox in a ditch, because Trudozavodsk was my city of birth. Yep, left my mama there, left without saying goodbye. Deep in my heart, I always knew the city was probably destroyed in the war. I felt that Mom never survived. How could she? Yeah, I guess I always knew that I'd never see her again. But I had doubts, and doubts gave me hope. And when that fucking merc told me... It wasn't a merc, it was a trader, right? Anyway, maybe it's merch, and that's from merchandise. Told me his words, he severed this hope from my soul. I still see the ashes and sun-bleached rocks he told me about, you know. These ashes, you never saw them, so you can't still see them. Anyway, these ashes are what's left from my home, my mama, and Yura, my older brother. This is why I'll tell you the following. Don't ask around about rumors. Sometimes it's better not to know. Okay. He's off. He's just off. Oh, we got dice. Lovely. I'll take him. Hey. Before you stands an old man with a scruffy beard. His unhappy gaze is upon the wounded man lying in bed. The old man sighs from time to time, looking over the yellowed bandages on his friend's chest and stomach. Hey, why are you so sad? Why are you so disturbed? The man looks at you with disgust. What, you blind or something? Can't you see there's a wounded man here with us? Lyonka, my pal. He got knifed by the bastards that came from the woods to attack the village. Who are you anyway? What did you want? Wait a minute. The bastards that came from the woods to attack the village. Are you a prisoner or something? Aren't you the bastards that came from the woods to attack the villages? Anyway, what did you want? If you have nothing important, you better go. I'm doing a shitty job at healing my pal as it is. I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you. Someone knifed your pal over there? Yep, freaks is all they were. Psychos wandering the countryside, fighting us at every turn. One good thing we got out of that last fight is that we killed all of them, but not before they cut my buddy up. You can ask him yourself on the details if you wanna. You seem like a straightforward kind of fella, and you make a good impression. Well, thank you. Very glad you say such nice things. So how's life? We've already talked about life. Yes, we did. So tell me about this place. The factory. Probably not the greatest place to rebuild civilization, but it suits our needs just fine. We cope. Okay. So what are you busy with? In my old age, field work is not that easy. I mostly help out with advice, but on some occasions I can do something more action-oriented. That's okay. So what about rumors? I saw many ruffians in my time. I even acted like one many years ago. Lots of folks went to heaven because of what I did to them. But those three brothers that wanted to join us a few months ago, damn, they were complete savages. More than any bandit I've ever met. Even the young one was completely crazy. Dan sent them on a test mission. They didn't return from it though. So maybe we won't have crazy people like that lot join our rank after all. I suppose. I mean, I suppose that's good. He's not getting up. Good. I was sort of wondering if he was gonna get up like the other ones. Attention to detail. A man shivers slightly on a dirty bed. He looks into the ceiling with unblinking eyes. While breathing heavily, his white chest is bandaged sloppily with yellowing rags. Quit your staring. I have plenty of holes in me already without you making another with your gaze. Just wanted to talk. The wounded bandit lifts himself up barely and takes a look at you. Well, what you want to talk about then? About you. Those who have reasons to fear me call me Leonid Petrovich. For my pals, I'm just Leonka the hitchhiker. Is that like an abbreviation of Leonka? Nice to meet you. My name is... And I'm not... My name is Boris. My name is Boris. The bandit looks at you, waiting for you to finish introducing. Yes, Boris, absolutely. The name, like all the rest. I heard worst. Sure. Can I go back to that? I can. No, I can't. Tell me about this place. A nice place, right? We settled here a few years ago. Got scared at first because it seemed like it's too large for us to defend against other gangs, but then we fortificated. Fortificated? Did we fortificate it? We did fortificate. Some gangs live in old barns, some settle in tents, but we got a fucking factory. Now that's a base to die for. Ever thought about resuming the production, for bricks? You're crazy, man. How do you resume something which you stopped even before the war hit? Although maybe someone smarter than me would have a different view. I get your point. So what's wrong with you? He laughs out loud. Are you blind? I got knifed, you idiot. Knifed by a fucking kid. Happened a month ago when we heard some rumors about a gang of crazies coming to Otradnoi from far away. These guys, they were scavengers, animals. People like them burnt the villages they pass around. They pass through on a whim. We didn't want that fate for Otradnoi. We survive by taking protection money from that village, don't you know? Therefore, we fight for it when it's in trouble. So we decided to ambush those fucks on the road. We snuck out into the woods, and it's interesting because they wouldn't know. Otradnoi wouldn't know. I think there's quite a lot of conflicting information regarding who they are. Let's maybe only pay attention to the leader and what he says they want to do. Because I think some of these people think they're bandits, other people think they're guardians. I don't understand. Anyway, we snuck out into the woods, hid ourselves, waiting for them to pass. Opened fire suddenly and put down half of them in an instant. But the other half of the gang, goddamn, they were real crazy. They didn't panic. They didn't run. They attempted a melee. They literally ran onto our guns, wielding knives, clubs, and even simple pointed sticks in case of some of them. You know, when you use the word literally there, it really sounds really weird, like the AI is freaking out and they're running onto your guns. That is weird. Anyway, sure, we got them all in the end, but not before one stuck a shiv into my stomach. Took me by surprise, the dirty fuck. I was reloading when he came at me. A crazed kid, nothing else. I messed him up real good. I won't lie, I hit his head so hard it shattered, but like I said, he managed to stick me like a pig before all that. And now I'm off dead. Well, goes without saying, the guys didn't leave me to die. Washed the wound, bandaged me up to the best of their abilities. That's not good enough, I'm dead already, unless a real doctor comes to look at my wound. A proper pre-war doctor, like the one in the village not far from here. Mikoyan, his surname was, I think. But what are the odds of him coming over for a house call? And if we force him, he'll just kill me and say there was nothing he could do. He's a man of principles, and he hates our kind. In one sentence, he was acting like they are, they're defenders of the people. And in the other, he's acting like they are not men of principle. Sure. Well, I can't heal you because I suck at that, but I can talk with a doctor. Are you serious there, pal? Because there's no reason to con a dead man. In case you're for real, though, yeah, I'd pay you. I'd pay you well. All the money, all the ammo I got will be yours. Damn it, I'll give you my last pair of pants if you pull this off. But sure, I thought he was gonna say if you pull them off, and I'm like, sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't need the pants though. Anyway, yeah, I promise we'll have you walking yet again. I don't know why I wouldn't promise you that, but there we go. The wounded man lifts himself up with much effort. You'd save my life, and I will owe you for life. Oh, okay. I want to ask you some questions though. You're still alive? Funny. Okay. Do you know rumors? Bandit looks at you with disgust. Ever heard the shit they talk about us in Otradnoi? Fuck my life. They call us bandits, animals. If they only knew what kind of shit we saw in the wastes, and if they only knew what kind of dangers we stopped on the brink of attacking their fucking village, they'd pay us well then. Oh yeah. Only thing wrong with that picture is that they are too stubborn to believe that we protect them. I doubt they ever will. They think that once a man is a thief, he can't be trusted. He can't have honor. Yeah, right. So we do to them as they think we should, and just take their money without telling why we do that. They know it's for protection money. Also, that you can't say that after you said the principals thing. Again. Did you try telling them that maybe they would start an amazing friendship between you guys in the village? Amazing friendship. Man thinks your words over with a smile. That would have been great. I'm not much of a diplomat, to be honest. It hurts me to speak in my condition. No, it doesn't. You speak a lot. You speak a lot. One of the things that Fallout 1 and 2 have is very tiny room for each paragraph. And particularly Fallout 1, which was the only one that was designed by the original creators, at least completely designed by the original creators. Particularly Fallout 1, it rarely uses dialogues that have more than one scrolly bit, so you don't need to click down to see more. That has the effect of the game not being too long-winded, and I think they did it on purpose. Fallout 2 does have a few lines, not too much, it's still not too much, but they have a few lines that goes for a couple of scrolls or something. But I look at Fallout 1 and 2 and I see brevity in its writing as a conscious priority. This game doesn't overstay. I think the dialogue is really well done, honestly, and I think it's getting better, honestly, here in the Bandits. So yeah, where it really shines though is that it doesn't overstay. I think like brevity is very important in writing. Even if you write pages and pages and pages and pages, you still need to be delivering content, and you can easily tell when a writer is just indulging themselves and just being like, I write many words and I'm just good at this. This game doesn't do that. This game delivers things that it wants to deliver, and that's good. That's really good. So, was that the rumors bit? Did I ask about the rumors? Well, I mean, I guess I can ask again. Yeah. Let's go back to that. Yeah, and I can ask that. Let's change the topic. Okay, so I think I asked about this place. Fortificated bit. Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. I don't know that we have a quest there, but that is good. That is really good. Because if anything, it's just getting closer to that, to my pipe dream of uniting these guys that I thought up on the spot, and if it can happen, oh boy, it's gonna be awesome. Okay, so there's some people out there. Are those the bloodthirsty people? I think so. I don't know. Oh, this is the other one that goes around being like, oh, I'm sad or something. I don't actually remember. The naked man, or semi-naked man. We got corned meat. It's hard to call it a gourmet meal. Well, if you just take a bite, it is. But this salted chunk of meat can hold for a long time, and there's no pathogenic bacteria in it. Which is good, because it doesn't rot that way. Also, corned meat is not... I'm not sure that's the right word. Oh, I think I know what it means. Maybe I don't, actually. Is it breaded meat? Because breading is a thing. And it's actually quite common in Europe, generally. It's not too much... as far as I can tell, in America. Toilet paper, some ammo. This is fantastic. But it is in Japan. Japanese and Chinese meat, they do, or meat, they're just not even meat. They just can make it can bread anything. But, you know, food anyway. There's a tattoo on the wall. Somebody mentioned it. That's not the first time it happens. Yeah, somebody mentioned it in the comments, and I didn't see it in the footage. Ooh, I see that. What is that? An F1 grenade. F-1, actually. That's, I know it from Stalker. That's the first grenade we have. Heck yeah. 20 to 30 damage, that's not enough, but he might kill the rat. That's really not enough. So, yeah, we're gonna throw a grenade at the... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can throw a grenade at the fridge that we have outside. Let's have a chat with this man. You see a short, nimble guy. He's very happy. He's the happiest. Oh, boy. Nimble guy who keeps watch in front of some undistinguished door. It's not like a sergeant door or anything. He quietly talks with his comrade, but upon seeing you, waves his hand in salutation. He looks at you with a crooked smile. Hey there, Chief! Hi. Dan sent me. Are you by any chance, Shishak? He looks at you with a sly grin on his face. Dan sent you to talk to Shishak. Well, let's assume that you found him. Yeah, he told me to speak with Shishak about a test assignment. Oh, very interesting. And it would be even more interesting to Shishak if you would tell him that. Or maybe you just did. I don't know. Okay, you don't know if I just told him that. Do I... Should I take that as true, or should I... Because is that not Shishak over there? Because I sort of did tell both of you right now, because I'm standing. What kind of test am I into? Listen, are you really Shishak? Your reaction is kind of odd. The man looks at you quizzically. Let's assume that I'm really Shishak. The key word is assume. No, the key word is speechcraft. Listen, my friend, now is not the time for jokes. I was sent here by your boss, and he's not the guy to play games with, I hear. Hey, don't panic. The guy you need is standing nearby. And, of course, it's the other one. Did I say finally with an exclamation mark and 2 dots after it? My god. And this guy has a... I love all the different faces. It's very... Like, this is the big advantage of having 2D portraits and stuff. Because making 3D models, somehow... Making 3D models into such distinctive faces, I mean, somehow is really difficult. It's really difficult for some reason. And you see that time and again in video games. In 3D video games. If it's 2D, oh, they'll have all the different faces, and it's awesome. So before you stands a broad-shouldered man with cold, cruel eyes. He quietly talks about something with his comrade, but at the sight of you, he turns and looks at you from under his brows. There's an unpleasant smile on his face. It looks like he's planning something malicious about you. Can I be less judgmental about how people look? Can I be? Can I be? Because my god. Hi, Dan sent me. Are you by any chance Shishak? Yeah, maybe yes or maybe no. What did Dan say to you? Yeah, he told me to speak to Shishak. This man spits and looks at you with a cold stare. At last he shakes his shoulders and takes out a bunch of keys. He reluctantly begins to sort them out. Well, here I am, son. Shishak himself. Don't pass out from excitement. Okay. Shishak starts whistling to himself. He's checking the keys for the second round and has absolutely no plans to somehow accelerate this process. I have all the time in the world, dude. I am healing, actually, for 0 for somehow. What the heck? Wait a minute. Was that a random chat? What? Anyway, we need... Because you could tell me that all the time. Every interaction I do, I heal for 0 health points. Anyway, he goes on. We need to unlock this door, son. And as you can see, there's a whole ocean of keys on this ring. A good portion of them don't open anything at all in the camp, but just been there when I found it. You know, I never get around to sort them out. Hope you understand. I'm gonna wait patiently. No, actually, I'm gonna reassure him. I understand perfectly. Shishak yawns and lazily crunches his neck. He then proceeds to search for the right key. He does not hurry, periodically throwing up some meaningless phrases to a man that stands next to him. He's obviously taking his time. What kind of meaningless phrases would that be? Like, the red, rotten food is waiting for you upstairs. It's like real code and stuff. What is the correct one, he asks. I can't seem to remember. Heck, excuse me, son. It's a bit awkward, really. Yeah, real awkward. Sure. There's no reason for me to hurry. I'm just like, why? Anyway, time flows, as it tends to do. It feels like Shishak already forgot about the right key, which he didn't know about in the first place. About you and everything in the world. He's just a chill dude. See, he deliberately, my character thinks it's deliberately, slowly and thoughtful. Oh no, deliberately, slowly, yeah, just ponderously and thoughtfully drives his finger along the bunch, stretches, and only occasionally raises his eye at you to slightly grin. See, he's friendly, he's nice. Finally, he snaps his finger and takes out an unremarkable brass key. Oh, here it is. Hey, well, you see how fast I am. No need for nagging, boy. Again, with a... Please don't. Oh, there we go. I didn't nag, and you are very fast. Thank you. That was actually the fastest thing, because I could just have smashed... Hey, he says. I could have smashed the one key. What's going on? What are you guys doing? Walls don't fade. Oh! Hey. Maybe it was him that said that. Okay. Okay, I know Shishak. Looky here, kid. We keep our guest in this room. He swiftly squats in front of the prisoner, making him instinctively recoil in the opposite direction and shrunk even more than before. Shishak then starts rhythmically clapping his hands near the prisoner's head. The prisoner winces with every clap. Also probably because very loud. Claps are very loud. He was a little tense. His silence made no sense. He's a poet now. I saw the little piece of crap and put him in a body bag. Ah, why are you so antsy? Stop shivering. Look me in the eyes, you stupid fuck. The prisoner blinks in fear and carefully raises his watery eyes on Shishak. The bandit clicks his tongue and dabs his large fist to the prisoner's face. The prisoner shuts his eyes, but Shishak only grins and dusts off his pants. He looks at you and spreads his hands. He's a nervous fella, and a bit taciturn, which is a word that I think I wanted to say in a previous episode, and that is the word that I wanted to say, or it might have been a different Let's Play, I don't know. But maybe it's because of the gag. The gag? Who is he? Some schmuck from Otradnoy. Talked a lot, cut a wide swath about his money, but was it worth it? I don't think so. So now he's sitting in our luxury apartments, and believe you me when I say that in the beginning I was cautious with him. Just gave him a couple of quick chin checks, that's all. But he kept screaming something in the line of, "I said some stupid things, I have nothing on me." He's bluffing, I'm telling you. Okay, what do I need to do? Look here, your job is easy peasy. Shishak reaches into his bosom. Okay. And gets a polished TT gun. I don't know what that is, but thank you. That's good. Also, an apostrophe there is needed. He hands it to you. Grip forward. Here's a gun. It has one bullet. Here's this mutton head. The rest is up to you. I give you a full carte blanche. You may kill him right away, or excruciate him first. Excruciate him? Yeah. Do as you want, I don't really care, since he keeps harping on the same string. I have no money, I'm not a millionaire. Only the grave can fix him, or some vigorous beatings on important organs. Beating specific organs. The bound prisoner begins to shudder. He mumbles something with a gag still in his mouth. He looks at you with a mixed expression, with hope and fear at the same time, but more with fear. Shishak walks a couple of steps and begins to watch with interest. The second thug joins him. Okay, I'm gonna do nothing and see what... I don't know. I did save, so I can redo this, but I'm gonna do nothing, not do nothing forever, just for right now, and see how the prisoner reacts. You look at the gun with your hands, then at the faded prisoner, and then at the cross, and then cross your arms over your chest and silently look at Shishak. He glowers at you. What the hell is wrong with you? Do something. Okay, I'm gonna hit the prisoner with a pistol grip. Can I do nothing again? I'm gonna do nothing again. Shishak spits and shrugs his shoulders in irritation. He looks at you with a sullen dislike and says hoarsely, "Come on, anger me, son. What is this? What are you afraid of? Come on already. Don't stare there like a goddamn pillar of salt." Okay, I'm gonna hit the prisoner and then do nothing after a little bit. You swing and hit the bound prisoner with the pistol grip. The man silently shrinks and instinctively hides his head in his shoulders. Shishak grins and winks at his companion. Look at this guy. Heh, that's a man who enjoys what he's doing. That's weird. Can I keep doing that? You hit the prisoner and he starts shaking his head from side to side as if showing that he is hurt in some naive attempt to make you stop. Shishak loudly coughs into the far corner and yawns into a fist. Okay. Let's aim at the prisoner. You raise the gun at the prisoner. The bounded man begins to quietly whimper and slowly creeps away from you. You can read pleading and fear in his deer-like gaze, which is fixated in the muzzle of the gun. In the muzzle. The gun has only one. So I can't do anything here regarding taking his... Am I just supposed to kill him? Is that what it is? Let's shoot him in the leg first. You pull the trigger and nothing happens. Instead of a shot, you only hear a clicking sound. The magazine is empty. You look at Shishak in an astonishment while the unscathed captive quietly sobs on the floor. Shishak cheerfully winks at you and takes the gun from your hands. I really wanted to get the information out of him. That's what I was trying to do. But yeah. And you thought that was loaded, son. What a clown, believing what I told you. This lucky bastard can still come in handy. I feel that he didn't tell us everything. But you also demonstrated yourself from an interesting angle. Try to just shoot him in cold blood. Heh. Schneer, komm zu mir. Is that mistranslated, or are you just saying the meaningless phrases that you were saying before? The man calls his friend, was that Russian? Because if it was mistranslated, because I assume everything else was Russian before. The man calls his friend and whispers something in his ear. Then he slaps him on the back, and Schneer darts... Wait a minute, that is German. Or somewhere, Germanic language. Huh, maybe. The calm there. Anyway, Schneer darts off and runs out of the room. Now go. Let's see what Dan will have to say about all this. You have some interesting tests here, I suppose. And gain the experience, which is great. Can I talk to you? No. Before you stands a mustachioed man. I don't know him. He doesn't... Oh, he does have a mustache over there. In his 40s. He's, again, the age. He's white as a sheet, and his captors had put a gag of dirty cloth in his mouth. His arms and legs are bound with sweat-soaked rope. He looks around the room with desperation, periodically stopping his gaze on you. It's obvious that the only way to free him is to cut the ropes. Which I can't actually do, but I could pickpocket. Let's give it a try. See what happens. So I have information. It's just a prisoner. Then I have pickpocket, which nothing happens. Can I pickpocket you? That'd be cool. Oh, that's Shishak. I can ask him some questions. Oh yeah, I can pickpocket him. This is gonna go badly for everyone involved. I'm gonna take his gun, though. A friendly warning. All suspected thieves will be severely beaten. I am glad. I am glad that they will. Anyway, that's because, you know, your guys are all thieves. Maybe. Suspected, anyway. Anyway, we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been AtomRPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.